The Posh and Becks of All Stars. Harriett Ronnie! You wrote next year we can be together. Did you think it was in this capacity?
I think obviously in my series I was like treated a certain way and I wasn't treated very nicely.
Do you think it started as a joke from Liv's side?
Are you actually joking? Like, you've come in for my best friend's man.
Who? Oh my God. Who should not have been an all-star? Which Islander didn't deserve a second shot? Woke up on smoke today, didn't we? Welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. I'm Joe Baggs, and today I have the Posh and Becks of All Stars. It's my favourite Islanders of all time. It's Harriett Ronnie! Oh my God, I'm so happy you're both here.
I'm so happy to be here.
Guys, welcome. Welcome to the new set, by the way.
Yeah, let's banging.
The slay.
Thank you so much. I was rooting for you guys so much in All Stars. You had no idea. I was posting TikToks daily. There was news articles of me saying that Ronnie was the most charismatic man I've ever met.
Thank you.
That's okay. That's okay. So to ease us in, I've basically changed the format of the show. So let me just get this little thing going. Do you like the light check?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not me, it's the producer. So I've got, this is called the vibe check bag. So I've got some questions, or I've got a little game today that I want to play with you. So basically it's called Sip or Spill. I know it's 10:30 a.m, but if you wouldn't mind grabbing your cups. And I'm going to read you some things. And basically, if you don't want to say it, then you've got to sip, okay?
Okay.
So the first one is...
If you don't want to say it.
If you don't want to say it, you sip it, yeah. Right. It's basically say it or shot it vibes, but we're sipping and spilling because we're classy birds on this podcast. So who was the biggest flirt out of all the Islanders in All Stars? Who would you say?
Biggest flirt?
Biggest flirt.
Elma.
Elma?
Yeah, she
Really?
loves flirting.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
That really surprised me.
Yeah, surprised me a bit.
What? She's so... Babe, what are you talking about? She loves flirting.
Oh my God, I never saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Biggest flirt?
Out of the boys, come on.
Maybe
the
maybe we
boys.
could change this rule and Harriet does the girls and Ronnie does the boys. Yeah, let's rule change.
The biggest flirt of the boys? Don't know.
What? Casey, I would say.
Casey's flirty. I mean,
Yeah, Casey, yeah, flirt.
yeah, he's a big flirt, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a
Even
flirt,
flirting
yeah.
with my mum
Yeah.
on the outside. Yeah, like at one point we're at this PLT event and I thought they could like it was
Stop
it was scary at one point, touch and go. Who's playing the PR game? Which couple do you think is staying together for brand deals? The horror in Harriet's eyes. There is the option to sip.
I'm just gonna just do that to be nice.
All right, yeah, I'll join you. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, I should have said spill it. Oh, they get worse, guys. I didn't write these.
Oh, babe.
Who will split first, do you think, out of the couples left from All Stars?
Okay, let's think. Oh, so out of all the couples?
Out of all the couples, yeah. To be fair, yeah, anyone that left as a couple, that could be anyone.
I think probably like Kaz and Montel.
That's my boy.
I thought they have split, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought they did, didn't they? I thought it was like an amicable thing, no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but
The
I would
last
say
thing
that.
I saw was that they were getting skin fades together, and then there was like, did you not see that TikTok?
No, babe.
It was like that they got skin fades together, and then I haven't heard anything since. So maybe we'll check that one at home, see if they've split up. Worst Villa kisser. Who had zero game in the kissing department?
Ron Hall.
Oh,
I know. Well, no, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, no, he battered you the other week, didn't he?
Yeah, on a podcast. So actually,
Did he?
worst kisser, yeah.
did he? See, I did the morning after pod with him. You know, the like official Love Island one.
yeah,
And the
yeah.
whole time I'm sat there and I'm like, I want to ask him about that Trump stuff so bad.
The what stuff?
I think you guys might have been in the villa, but there was a clip circulating of him on a podcast basically saying that he supports Trump.
What?
I don't.
What is it?
I forget that you guys were in the villa.
Yeah,
and,
because like we've obviously it's like been like 2 weeks or whatever, and I feel like I haven't caught up on any of them.
yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm here to fill you in on everything.
Okay, yeah, okay,
I'll just keep going. I'll keep going. So Ron was like worst kisser.
Yeah.
I didn't see him kiss anyone, to be fair.
Well, obviously I walked in and kissed everyone.
Oh yeah, shit.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I would say, yeah, he was the worst kisser. Sorry, Ron.
And who? Oh my God,
Oh, no,
Saffron.
babe.
These are so. Who should not have been an all-star? Which Islander didn't deserve a second shot? God, woke up on smoke today, didn't we?
Yeah,
Hear it, not my
smoke.
bag.
Um,
Can I throw in to help you guys?
Go on.
I feel like, obviously, when people have won and then come back, it's always difficult, isn't it? Because I'm like, you literally won the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some people where I looked and I thought, you've won the money, Jane. Like, you've got it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
trying to think who was the winners in our season.
We had
though.
Sammy won, didn't he, with Jess? And then Ekin won.
Oh, did Ekin win? Yeah.
Yeah, with Davida. Yeah, she did win, didn't she?
Did they win?
Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, guys, you've had the money.
Yeah, true. True. I don't know. I think I'm going to sit only because I actually couldn't even think. Who's not really an all-star.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they picked the cast well.
Yeah,
like
they
there was
did.
like really old people and then there was like newer people.
Yeah.
It was like a good mixture.
It was nice that they gave people like Elma a chance as well, because she's obviously come off done really well.
Well, yeah, and I
then-
think a lot
yeah.
of people know her from obviously Towie.
Yeah.
They don't really remember her walking in Love Island. So it's like nice that she got like a second chance.
Yeah, she really gave the Towie drama, which
she loved it, didn't she?
Yeah.
which we love to see. So on to the question. So there was both rumours of you both going in beforehand to All Stars. Did you both know? Or was it completely like just blinds?
I did see like the speculation of you going in, but no, I didn't know you was going in.
Did you have both have a plan in your head of like how you would have acted if, well, obviously Harriet, you knew, didn't you, that you were going in as a bombshell?
Yeah, I knew, but it
Yeah.
was just kind of when.
Okay.
So I feel like in those situations, like with an ex or whatever, it feels weird saying that.
It does feel
With
weird
my
saying that.
ex-boyfriend. Like you kind of have like an idea of what will happen like in your head. And then when you get in there, like it kind of all goes out the window. Because I was just completely adamant, like, sorry, Ronnie. I was completely adamant that I wasn't going to speak to the boy like ever again. Like he was actually blocked on everything.
Oh my God.
So when I went in there and I had to kiss him, I was a bit like, oh, okay, this is
loved
going
it.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like in those situations you think that you'll act differently and you don't really know what to expect. So you have to throw yourself in.
Yeah. And did you expect the reaction from Ronnie when you kissed him as well?
No.
Neither did any of
I
us.
thought, okay, babe,
not?
one, calm down. Also, like, no, it's in the sense of like, calm
She
down
loved
with
it.
the 10. Like, I was feeling a bit bad for Elma, obviously, like, because I
Yeah.
walked in and I didn't want to be that girl who, like, just, like, just gets the boy straight away or whatever. And obviously, she was coupled up with him. So I was more like thinking of her in the situation. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, is he
She
really?
was buzzing with her 10.
No, I did love it, but then I also thought in my head, I was like, oh, has he actually really done that? Like, a 10, like, once he's been coupled up with someone.
Yeah. Ronnie, how did you know that it was Harriet? Because you said you knew.
The way we kiss. I know it sounds weird to say, but you know when you kiss someone,
Yeah.
and then obviously the
But
smell.
and my perfume.
We always had, the first time round, we had the same like aftershave, well, perfume.
Okay.
And then, I was like, oh no.
That was the
definitely is a-
signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also, you came in at the end, didn't you? So it was like one extra
Yeah, because
person. So I guess you were like, oh.
You know what? We was counting like how many of the girls, and then the producer said, oh wait, we're just getting some more clips. So then I was like,
that
all right.
one.
And then it took for ages, and then then could smell and kiss.
Were you nervous, Harriet?
Yes, babe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
You
like.
came in with a vengeance. Like, you were like,
Well, I just
let's
had
go.
to like throw myself into it, but like
Yeah.
I just like I'm not really being like a big kisser in front of everyone, like, and I had to kiss every single person
In
when I'd never met
slow-mo.
them before in slow mo. And I think the way that they made it out, because I haven't actually watched it back, but I've seen the clip of it, like me walking straight to Ronnie. They made it out like I walked straight over to him, like in the clips. But I didn't. You were the last person.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that how they done it?
I think, they did make out like you were straight in. Oh, yeah, on the clips online and stuff. Yeah.
So it was like, obviously, it was a good little spoiler. But I was so nervous, like kissing people I don't know.
I can imagine that
And also
feeling as
kissing
well.
him.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Ooh. And so there was a mention, I think it was in the series, but this is also, again, like something on TikTok afterwards, that you sent Harriet flowers over Christmas time.
Yeah,
Was that right?
Was that right?
Was that? And then Matilda leaked the picture.
Yeah, I know. Cheers, Silver.
Slay tilled.
It wasn't even Christmas. I
See?
sent them like November time.
Guys.
They just got delayed.
Yeah. And so I think you wrote next year we can be together. Did you think it was in this capacity with
It'd
All
be a bit
Stars?
like this, no.
No.
No, you just, obviously, I hadn't had any contact with him and he was like blocked and everything. So I think you were just trying to like.
Tried grafting, she'd never give me nothing.
Yeah. It's either flowers or, when they send a penny to the bank account
Yeah.
with like, please unblock.
Zero,
Love that
zero,
one.
one.
We've all been there. We've all been there. The Monzo. Also, I loved Matilda on TikTok kept reposting the nichest, funniest shit about you two, like the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
There was like this one guy in the US that has like a Harriet, like you on a flag. Have you seen it?
Yeah, she tried to order it. But now there's actually one, and now there's one of me, Matilda, and Grace. Have you seen that one? It's like us three in our bikinis, and she's like throwing it around.
That's my sugar babes.
Yeah.
That is, it was so funny because every time I saw the roguish content, it'd be like the bottom, it'd be like Matilda reposted, and all the things would be
Even
like.
the ones of Ronnie, like, mugging you off a little bit.
Oh, she was gunning me, wasn't she?
Honestly.
I said to her the other day, I was like, you was gunning me bad.
I know.
Said sorry.
I know. Oh, bless her. We love her. We absolutely love her.
We do.
So how did you both feel about Elma kind of being caught in the crossfire of you guys? Because naturally you had that chat, didn't you, the first night when Harriet came back in, and then Elma was like basically Spider-Man up the wall. Heard I've never seen someone's
I know,
neck
but
like
that would have been me. So.
I know. So how did you both feel about like going around that situation?
Do you want to answer?
You can answer.
Okay then. Well, obviously coming in as a bombshell, it's actually not easy. And like, you know, I kind of wanted to make friends with the girls. Like, I know it's not Friend Island as they say, but like, I didn't want to like step on anyone's toes. So I was trying to tread very carefully. But I was just trying to be respectful of the situation. Like, obviously in my head, I was never going in there to get with Ronnie, like no matter what anyone says. And I think I just made that clear to Elma. And I just wanted to be like respectful of the situation. Like there was times where like, obviously Ronnie would sleep on the day beds and stuff. And then you got a bit sick of it. So like you wanted to go in the bedroom and sleep there. But I was always like, no, we go to Elma first. We make sure Elma's okay with it.
Yeah.
And like, she's like one of my best friends now. It's like
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I think in there, like, I think obviously in my series, I was like treated a certain way, like to do with boys. Like I was always in a bit of a love triangle and I wasn't treated very nicely. And I just wanted to make sure that Elma never felt like that.
Yeah, you set the boundaries.
Yeah. So I just tried to like just be respectful of the situation. And
yeah.
And obviously it turned out fine. So
Yeah.
It worked out well.
And that's all Ronnie is saying on that situation. I'm obsessed with it. You take this one. You take this one. The thing with Liv and the edited photo, that happened like really early on, didn't it? So you didn't know about this, or you beforehand?
No, so I knew that there was messages, but I never really got to the bottom of it. But obviously I didn't think that actually happened.
Yeah. And then I don't think the picture has been leaked. I think people obviously just made it up and posted.
We've got it.
It's out.
Yeah, it is out. Yeah.
I'll have a look afterwards to make sure it's the
we'll
same
show
one
you.
I saw.
I mean, there is a few like people have edited, of course.
Yeah.
There's some good ones as well.
Yeah.
Do you think it started as a joke from Liv's side on the show, or do you think she genuinely brought it up to be like, I'm just going to
when
come
I
in?
come off it, I didn't, everyone was like, why didn't I bring it up? Like when she said it. But for me, it was like when she was saying it, I was more like looking out for Harriet in that sense, because it was like a muggy thing that I did.
Yeah.
Like, it was more like protecting that side, and I didn't want to bring it out like it. But then everyone was like, she was like coming for you hard. Like, why didn't you just do that? But it was more in the back of my mind. Like, obviously, I didn't know when Harriet was going to come in or if she was going to. And it was still like she was going to be watching, and it was muggy what I did. So that's why I didn't bring it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the conversation.
Yeah.
But then looking back at it now, I should have just thrown it back at her and gone like, at the end of the day, you edited your face on. That's how the conversation started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a rogue way to start.
Yeah.
Combo.
And obviously I walked in and I expected to like speak to her about it, because obviously I was at home and watching it literally on my sofa with my mum.
Oh, were
and I was like,
you?
why are you all talking about me so much? Like, because it literally was, wasn't it? Like in all the episodes.
Yeah.
I was like, surely not. And then obviously when I got flown out, I was like saying to the producers or whatever, like, I'm going to bring it up. And they were like, yeah. And then I didn't know that she got dumped until I was in the villa.
Yeah.
So when I walked in and she wasn't there, I was like, oh. Because I thought they would have maybe caught her, like kept her in.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a big thing, but they obviously knew what they were doing at the end.
Yeah. Can I say, like, how surreal must that be to be watching a show, like, with your mum, and then be like, I'm literally going to be in that?
I know.
Like, is that not the weirdest feeling ever?
It was the weirdest feeling, because I was kind of a bit like get me in there, because I wanted to like
Yeah,
say
of
stuff.
course.
But then I was also like, oh, I don't like this, because obviously like all my Instagrams, I was going mental of people messaging me like, have you seen this? And then they showed like clips of me and Ronnie like snogging, and I was like, oh, I don't like that.
But then everyone that did come in, they was like, it's so different to like watching it, because like the way you're being shown. So then when you're coming in and you're like, you're not actually that person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's what I think a few of the bombshells struggled with. Like, even when that Ron Hall come in, he'd like come for me on the first day. And the second day he's apologising to me saying, oh, we didn't do that.
It must
You know
be
what I mean?
so hard for the bombshells. Like even with Sammy, like,
I know.
oh, can I ask? I don't know. You don't have to answer this. I just want to ask. There was a scene in a game where Sammy looked like she'd been crying all day, and I turned to Kane and I was like, I know what it looks like after a good cry, and she's had a good cry. Was that about something to do? Because that was never shown. The context of
No,
that.
so do you know what? I actually really felt for Sammy, like regardless of what's happened now with like Grace or whatever. I did actually really feel for her when she came in, and like we were friends, like on the outside a little bit. And I think they just put her in at the wrong time. Like obviously they made it look like she just wanted to go for Luca because that is what was happening.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if there was other people like i.e. Scott or someone, she probably would have explored other options. However, yeah, she was outside crying like majority of the day. But then that's why when she voted me out, I felt so strongly about it because I was like, are you actually joking? Like you've come in for my best friend's man and I've been like, you know, shoulder to cry on, trying to be there for you, and then you're voting me out. I thought, okay then. Do you know what I mean?
The best thing about you as well is like you never hide it with your face.
I was like,
Like, it's always the funniest reaction. Yeah, I feel like she just had such a rough time then. I agree. Maybe the week before or something.
yeah.
If she came in, it
I
might
just
have been
want to say,
different.
like, all the girls were so nice to her. Like, I've seen so many TikToks circulating saying like how everyone left her out or whatever. No one did. Like, whenever Sammy was like out of the room or whatever, or like out the villa, we'd always go find her, make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was just an unfortunate time.
It's also the edit as well, because like the edit will just show Sammy storming off and then you and Grace like just strutting, and then it literally looks like everyone's just going the
Always
other way.
strutting.
Always strutting. Always strutting. And Harriet, you confronted Ronnie about past mistakes at the Vibe Club party, I think it was called, wasn't it?
The Vibe Club.
The
There was no vibes at the Vibe Club.
the Vibe Club looked windy as fuck
Yeah, it
and
was lacking
scary.
vibes.
That went on for ages as well, didn't it?
Yeah, and how has that conversation like influenced the way you're moving forward? Because obviously you kind of just both put everything out there, didn't you, in that conversation?
We didn't even want to have the conversation, did
No,
we?
but I feel like we needed to because, like, to make sense for the public and also for ourselves. Like, we just kept having these conversations over and over again. It was quite draining every single day having the same conversation. And then, like, I was obviously trying to, regardless of how hurt I was trying to like protect Ronnie because I didn't want to just air out all the problems like
Yeah, of
on
course.
TV. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we've dealt with stuff like behind closed doors or whatever. But then I got like pushed to do so. So. Like, that's why I was so upset after. Like, I spent the whole day after that crying because I didn't want to have that conversation.
Oh,
But then
really?
when I did, I was missing. When I did, I was actually relieved because I was like, you know, we've said everything. There's nothing else that anyone can say. Nothing else can get brought up. And
Yeah.
I do feel like, you know, those hard conversations obviously like pushed us to like where we are now. So I'm grateful, but I really did not want to have that conversation.
Yeah. How did you feel about it, Ronnie? About
It
that
was
time?
like, for me, it was such a real like conversation to have, and I wanted to have it, but it was like times where they was like, okay, they'd pull Harriet away, and it was like, what are they saying to her to come back to me? And for me, it was like the conversation was so real between us. Don't add anything else into it. And that was the only thing that I did struggle with, but it wasn't. And where we were so real with it, like no one could have changed the way that it did go down. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, in the end, the Vibe Club was a good day in the end, wasn't it? But it was just so long. Like,
Yeah, I can imagine as well. It's hard if they're pulling Harriet away to like speak about more things, and you're like, I can't mentally prepare about this. You're just gonna like, you know what I mean?
And
If
that
you're,
scene
and
was
we
broken
addressed
up, like,
everything.
3 or 4 times as well.
oh, was it?
Yeah. Because like it was just like, oh, more, like and I was like, I don't want to.
Like
because
you
I
want me
didn't.
to cry?
Yeah, and also like I also was like a little bit embarrassed, I guess, because it's like I didn't want to. You know, as much as it's nice to like set an example, as like get over things and like work on things for like young girls, is what they were saying to me or whatever. But it's also like you don't really want to like speak about all the things that are a bit like scary to you,
Yeah.
like in front of everyone, you know.
Of course, and you're also just laying yourself bare for anyone at home to make any assumption about you because they're seeing like a 3-minute snippet of something, and you're like, no, this was actually my life.
Yeah,
you
and
know
also
what I mean?
that went on for so long.
Yeah.
Like, so long. So
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you had the convo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that you're here. And Harriet, I feel like you came into your own this series a lot with I felt like you didn't hold back in any way, and it was obviously like iconic and so funny to watch. But you had that run-in with Casey, and then obviously you had your call with Saffron, and then Saffron was like, "No, you didn't say that."
Yeah, I know.
Which was so funny. How did you feel after having that call with Saffron and being like, "Oh my god, I did say that"? You know what I mean?
Well, do you know what? I'm glad she told me, obviously, because she's a good friend.
She's a real one.
Yeah, she's a real one. So
Yeah.
thanks her for that. But I was adamant for like 3 days before that I did not say it. Like even the producers told me I didn't say it. So I'm running around the villa. Even all the girls were telling me I didn't, other than Gabby. I was running around the villa saying, I didn't say it. I was just a little bit like embarrassed, but then also like me and Casey did have such a strong relationship in there.
Yeah.
And that is why it led to like that scene being a little bit explosive. I think there were so many things that were building up or whatever. So it felt okay to like speak to him and apologise after, because I knew that he kind of got it.
Yeah.
You know, because I think he knows that I wasn't a malicious person. I wouldn't have said it like out of the blue, and it was an actual genuine mistake. And I think watching it, you can see that I was a bit like shocked that
It was
I
more
did.
just like friends having a disagreement than any form of like big argument, wasn't it? As
and
well.
like, you know, prior to that, he'd like thrown me in the pool and he'd like thrown a drink
it was
over me,
going
and
at
like
each
we
other.
was just like, you know, winding each other up for
Sure.
3 days prior.
Okay.
So that was just a bit like, oh.
Yeah,
And
something's
again,
gonna
that was
blow.
like a 10-minute scene that got split into me just saying that one word, which is not what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know how it is.
It was just really funny for you to sit there and be like, oh my God, I did.
Did I say that?
And Ronnie, obviously, like on your original series, we had the iconic Harriett strut, and then I feel like you became a meme off of this series from you trying to rip your costume
Trousers
off.
stuck still.
Like, have you watched that back?
Can't miss it. It's everywhere. All my group chats.
Yeah,
Hard, innit?
it was.
Give you the ick that night, didn't it?
I didn't even watch, babe. My eyes were closed. I see him like trying, and I thought, no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I didn't watch.
I practiced in the day and they didn't come off at all. So I thought, these are not coming off.
Yeah,
And then, they did not come off. And then like to just like Velcro them off at the bottom. She's still laying there.
it was so funny. I was on that morning after pod watching it with like India, and guys, the way I screamed, I was like the whole room. I was screaming. I thought, this isn't real. This isn't real. Like you were like falling over.
It
It was,
was bad,
that
innit?
heart rate challenge genuinely was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That was the maddest thing I've ever watched.
And none of us expected it that night as well.
Was it one of those that everyone
No,
went
we were
loose?
so tired. Like we were all like, can we have a day off?
No, weren't it the
please?
night
Like-
Scott left? And then there was
Oh,
like
yeah,
heart rate challenge.
Yeah,
Everyone was like,
So we were
I
all
want
like
to do it.
upset because of Scott leaving, and we were also drained and tired. Like we hadn't like stopped for ages, and then we got.
But
a
it was the
text.
best thing that happened.
And
Yeah.
then because obviously you
Carnage.
just have you just have to switch up and do it.
Yeah.
So, but it was really fun. I
Everyone,
loved
you
it.
could tell everyone was a bit giddy.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
the vibe I
Mad.
got, but it was Curtis and Ekins
honestly,
one.
I was
Never seen
scared
anything like
for my
it.
life. Still have nightmares
Was
about
the
that.
greasing
You know,
up and
the Ekin scene went on for about 10 minutes on her own. Like,
We couldn't see because she was behind a tree.
we was
But
like, what
we
are you
were
doing?
like, what the hell?
I've never seen anything like it.
It was
Like,
crazy.
I had to say to my mum, I probably wouldn't watch that one last night.
Yeah.
Like it was giving like soft porn. I've never,
I was the first
Yeah, and
boy
you can
sitting there
imagine
when
that's
she was
just
crawling.
like the few
wasn't I?
minutes that were shown and what we had to see. We were
Yeah,
sat
it
there
was mad.
should we even be watching this?
Yeah,
We were like,
you need to check in with the psych now, I think.
Yeah. For real.
So life outside the villa, how's your relationship been getting back into the real world, settling in?
Yeah, so good. So fun. Yeah, I haven't stopped smiling. It's been so
That's
fun.
good.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Girlfriend now.
I know.
I know, made it
But did you
official.
see the balloon?
I did, guys. I feel like I've seen that was better than some proposals that I've ever seen.
Didn't expect that.
So, like, is that gonna is proposing like on the cards at any
Right,
time?
let's
Let's
chill
slow down a little
out.
bit.
Oh my god, I feel like your wedding pics would eat, especially after that Paris pic. I feel like the wedding pics that would be on flags. That would be on flags. And what was your first date post All Stars? I've put here in brackets a tenor at sheesh.
No, we ain't done a shoot.
We have done a sheesh, but it was like a group thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fine.
We went to the spa, no?
Yeah, the spa. We went away for
nice.
the weekend.
Yeah,
It
we
was
went to
nice.
South Lodge near me. It's like a really nice spa.
How cute. I went to the spa for Valentine's Day that you took that picture on the piano and posted about Ronnie saying best thing you've never had.
Oh yeah.
And
About Ronnie?
I took a picture of the thing and was like, this is the site, like this is a heritage
No
site
way.
where Harriet took this picture. I laid on the same piano.
After about 2 weeks in the villa, she went, I posted a photo about you.
I need
It was
to see
such
that
a good photo.
picture. It was such a play, wasn't it?
I know. And that spa was really nice.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
really
there. Innit? I was like, people.
You're welcome, spa, for that promo.
People must have thought me and Kay were mental because they're like walking around us, like trying to get to breakfast, and we're like by the piano, like, oh my god, oh my god, like she was.
I need to see this. I haven't seen it.
I'll show you after.
Yeah.
We did like a whole photo shoot by it. It's so funny. We'll be getting another recreation of the iconic Paris photo that you guys did. Like,
We did have an accidental sleigh one, didn't we?
Did you?
Of me when you picked me up in the hotel room with the balloons.
oh, really?
Like we will definitely. There's more to come. With this.
Well, I've got here because someone's been doing their research. You've got a holiday booked soon. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, but we've had to move it back. So
Oh no,
Yeah, back to me back.
that's not a sleigh.
that's
Not
not
so.
so bad.
You do like a summer holiday together.
Well, Ronnie said he's gonna.
I'm gonna do a little surprise one But she's like going away every week in the summer. It's mental.
Love that. Where you
Because all
going?
the holidays were pre-booked when I was,
Single?
Yeah, single.
Yeah.
I'm actually going on one on his birthday by accident, but I'm having
Oh
to
no.
No.
That's like my mum's going away for Father's Day. Sorry.
Really?
Don't know
Oh,
why I'm
she's
sounding
dying,
emotional about that. And they're having a little row about that. It's always hard, isn't it, when it's a big day and
And
someone's
it's like,
going away.
obviously, I didn't expect to be going on All Stars and also be back with Ronnie. So I had all these girls' holidays planned.
Yeah, I love
here we
it.
are.
You got one with the dollies?
Yes, we haven't actually booked it, but we're going to Saint Tropez.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ronnie, you got any lads' holidays?
No, nothing. Got a golf
Good,
trip in a
good.
minute.
I was going to say, yeah, you got to stay at home.
Got a little
You gotta
golf
stay at home. Have you got any double dates planned with any other islanders? Like Grace and Luke or anything?
No, well, we actually are meaning to do one with Grace and Luca, but she's away at the moment, and then they were away last week. But we've actually done a few. We did
We've done one at the weekend, didn't we, with Gabby, Casey,
Gabby and Casey
Sammy.
at the weekend,
Okay,
Sammy
cute.
and Alma. And then we did, obviously, from our show, we've done Will and Uma, Matilda, Roman.
Oh, yeah, cute.
Like Roman was on it, even though he wasn't. But do you know what I mean? He's in the
I feel
group
like he
now.
was on Love Island at this
Yeah,
point.
he's like in the group. So we've actually done loads, but yeah, probably just Gracie and Luca now.
Yeah.
Brad and Liv, my best pals.
Oh, we've done that.
Oh,
as well.
cute. Have
Finally
you?
met, yeah, and now they're literally like glued.
Oh, have
Worst thing
you?
ever.
That's good. And have you met each other's parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have? How was
Yeah.
that?
All
Yeah,
good.
my mum's like obsessed with Ronnie now.
See? Charismatic,
Yeah.
most charismatic man I've ever met.
Thank you.
I'll say it again with my chest, honestly.
Before she was like obviously at the beginning she really liked him, and then when everything happened, she was like,
Yeah.
no, that boy's not coming in my house. And now here we are.
Now I'm living there.
Yeah, now he's there every day.
But I would openly say, I think from the first, the series you were on together originally, and then like the love triangle thing. Obviously, like when I met you, Ronnie, I was like, oh, do you know what? You're going to be like typical, like geezer, fanny, tits, whatever. And then I met you, and I was like, he's so lovely. Do you know what I mean? So,
Thank you.
I feel like they definitely portrayed him like a different way, like and showed him a certain light.
I think the first series definitely, and then this series, like you saw your personality
I
come
think the
through
first
way
time,
more.
though, I just didn't care. Like,
No, but I feel like
I mean?
you were always the way that you are now, but it was just like no one saw that because I saw it, which is
Yeah.
why obviously like we worked the first time. But it's like, you know, you're just much more grown up now. You've done it before. You've had your
So
fun.
mature.
I know.
done.
So
Tired.
mature. And what's changed for you both coming out this time? Has it felt different? Have
I
you
feel
made
like
any
we
changes?
we're so different together now, aren't we? Like we're obviously together proper, but like we've experienced last time, you know, and obviously whatever happened. But moving forward now, I feel like we're so much in a better place together, and obviously happy, you know.
It's just fresh, really.
Yeah.
Just like a new, like it's a new relationship, but it's not. But it's also like just a new person. Because I'm like, who is this?
Yeah. And I guess you've both had the beauty of coming out. Like it must have been so unique. You've never come out of a TV show before. So like the stuff that happened the first time, obviously you're just trying to both navigate that.
Yeah.
This time you're like, we know what to
Yeah,
expect.
because it's like you navigate that and everything, and then you navigate the relationship, and it all gets a bit much.
Like
Whereas
career
now we've done
changes
it.
and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that
Now
as
we've done
well.
it, and now it's just like, okay, you can focus on the relationship.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, we love All Stars. An All Star success story. The next segment is called Messy Bag, and we normally answer dilemmas, but I wanted to switch it up today because I thought this would be quite fun. So I'm going to read out things like statements, and you've got to tell me if you think they're messy or not messy, basically.
Okay.
So quite an easy one. I'm starting off to just light to put us into it. This podcast, messy or not messy?
Not messy.
That's good. Do you mean in terms of looks, or do you mean in terms of like the clips that they put out?
No, I feel like, yeah, it's not messy.
Oh.
I actually
Yeah.
think that this podcast used to be messy in terms of like when we started, we used to get drunk and like say the worst
Yeah.
things. I feel that's quite
I was looking forward to
No,
that.
it's just like
quite
a
mature
fun,
now.
like, yeah, it's mature and demure.
mature and developed. Oh my God, never been described like that before in my life, Harriet. Thank you so much. I'll be clinging on to that. Sheesh dinner than a Mayfair club. Messy or not messy?
Messy.
Messy.
God.
Always messy.
I
Where's,
know, but we've done a few of those.
where's the go-to place after?
Where did we go the other week?
Right, so we went to this new place actually.
Okay, hit me.
good.
In Mayfair. It was like, have you been to Mistress of Mayfair?
No.
It's like kind of that vibe.
Okay.
It was really nice. It was like low-key vibes. Like,
Okay.
I'll tell you where it is. I can't remember the name though.
Yeah, it was really good.
Emily, did
Really?
you come? Dave like recommended it.
That's so you know it's good.
Yeah, Dave's there every
I
week.
want Dave to take me out in Mayfair.
Yeah.
That's what I
Wait,
want.
what's that?
Yeah. It's a Wednesday. No, it's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Wednesday today.
Oh my God. No, it's what day is it today?
Oh my God, what are
Guys,
you doing
I'm
tonight?
losing
You're being
my
Sheesh
mind.
tonight. I'm Sheesh tonight, babe.
Wait, is Sheesh what happens
Yeah.
in
Sheesh
Wednesday.
Wednesdays. That's where it all goes up.
Sheesh Wednesdays? I didn't know this. People, is this the Mayfair one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. Well, now I know.
See you tonight.
We can start doing it.
Yeah.
And I've got this year's All Stars cast. Messy or not messy?
Messy.
It was messy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ronnie's bedroom.
Clean. Oh,
That
no.
was not the
messy.
option. Boys are just messy. Like, even when he comes into my room and he leaves the towel on the bed and he, like,
Whoa.
you know, doesn't put the fan on in the shower and then he leaves all his water bottles and snus on the side. Like, really messy, actually.
He throws everything. Throws everything and I'll pick it up.
I just go around cleaning and putting it in there.
Well, the next one was Harriet's makeup bag. Messy or not?
Messy.
Are you joking? Mine's so organised, babe. Go get out of the car then. You
It's
know it
messy.
is as well.
No, it's not. It's messy.
it
She's
is.
got 3 and they're all messy.
Yeah, because I have them
bag.
separate so they don't.
Where is it?
So they don't get messy. So I have brushes.
Okay.
I have sponges, and then I have makeup. So it's actually not
Right.
messy.
It's messy.
That does sound
My
quite
car's a
organised.
mess at the minute.
Is it?
Yeah.
Both as bad as each other. Who was it in the series? I think it was your series where someone came out and said they opened up the makeup drawer or like the makeup desk and just poured their makeup out. Was it like Nicole or someone? I swear.
I think it's probably Matilda. I love that girl, but she's crazy messy.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got to be.
I know.
Someone's got to be. A White Fox party. Messy or not messy?
Not messy.
Not messy.
No.
Done one, haven't we? Yeah, not messy.
Yeah, I turned up to one, and
The first one I met you at, I think.
was that the one they
Yeah.
had like Joel Corey or someone there?
Yeah,
or
and it was
something?
at Coglino's.
Yeah,
I remember
that
seeing
one.
you there, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that. It didn't feel that crazy.
No, it was just like, it was just a lot of people. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Lots to do.
Yeah.
And then the last one was like tattoos and stuff. So
Oh,
that was a
was
bit
it?
cray.
Try and make me get a tattoo over.
I don't think I'd ever get a tattoo at a party, guys.
No.
Because I instantly, the hangover fear, the anxiety would
Yeah.
be
What do
so
you want me to
severe.
get of you?
Like
To be
a
fair, I
hat?
tried to get him to
Get a
get my
tattoo.
initials, even though we weren't together, but I just bumped into him and I thought, get a
Oh,
tattoo and I'm like, on a
No,
date
she
with
put my
you.
number down. I had a text and your tattoos.
I mean, that would have been so funny. Would have been worth it now.
Next time.
Manifest him. The Dolly's on holiday on a night out. Messy or not messy?
Messy.
Is it messy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not messy.
You're all in relationships now. I can imagine it's still
I
a bit
know,
messy.
but it, you know, you can still be a little bit crazy.
Yeah, you need to let off some steam, I think.
Yeah, and then just go home to your boyfriend. So
The dancing during Jason Derulo's performance, messy or not messy?
awkward,
Yeah,
I think.
weird.
What is it like to film those scenes?
No, but we do them
Oh, I
so many
hate it.
times.
Oh, do you?
And then you're like, you've got a stitch, and then you're like trying to like dance, and it's all a bit.
He does the same. He does 3 songs, and then you got to walk back in and then walk back out and do it again.
And he does the same
does the
songs
same
again.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God,
you
no
know when
wonder
he
he's
gave
a bit
Catherine the
raspy.
jacket, it was twice.
The what? Sorry, wait.
You know when he gave Catherine that
Yeah,
jacket,
yeah.
and she was like,
Yeah.
that was like, that happened twice. So we'd be like, oh yes, and then we were like, oh come on then, like
Yeah, it's loud.
How long on average to film that?
7 minutes each one.
Oh my God.
no longer, babe.
No,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
it was out there for quite a while.
Oh my God.
It is
By the
long.
end, you'd just be
Oh,
like,
by the end,
Yeah,
really
like
bad
the hair
stop.
sweating. Like,
yeah.
It's not it.
God. The boys cooking in the villa, messy or not messy?
Messy.
How often do the guys cook? Like,
Not a lot.
seems like everyone's always in the kitchen.
To be
At
fair,
night, when
yeah, at
like the
night.
filming's like
Yeah.
coming, everyone's hungry. So
Because
it's like
obviously we
toast
have
is going.
dinner and then we have like 3 hours to get ready and then we're outside for like 4 hours. So by the time that we've done all of that, we're actually all hungry.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Oh.
But
They hate
you know
it
the
as well,
date
don't they?
night,
Yes.
when you made steak, that was the kitchen. I did not want to see it. For
Oh,
a
yeah,
long
that was
time
bad,
after
that. Everyone was arguing. Curtis lost his head.
Yeah, because they
Walked
just
off.
throw things everywhere. Like boys would they cook and then that will be it. They don't do the cleaning. They just chuck it all
Yeah,
in.
I can imagine Curtis being a bit like that in the kitchen.
Elma
you
was
know?
good this season, hasn't it? She
Oh
washed up
yeah, she
everyone.
was. She was like the mum. She'd like do the washing.
Yeah.
like-
Really?
She's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. I
Yeah.
love. Didn't Sammy and Curtis had a bit of like a thing at the end of the series, didn't they? Where they like came to blows. But are they like mates now? Because I swear I've seen you all.
Happened?
I
swear I've
would
seen
say
everyone out.
mates, but
Sammy
I think
Root.
Yeah, yeah.
obviously naturally when the girls are arguing, I think it does cause a bit of a divide with the boys, and I think
Yeah.
Sammy was just like being a good boyfriend and like having her back. So I don't actually know what
It was. There was a scene of them like outside like a tennis court.
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
that-
paddle
it
thing.
Was, yeah, it was so
Yeah,
hard to
me
watch.
and Casey was sitting in the cars watching.
Oh, I didn't see
cracking up.
that.
It was like. I thought one of them's going to spark the other one out.
Was it that
Like,
bad?
it was just like really tense, like, and they weren't really saying much. And obviously Sammy's just like, yeah, whatever. And he was getting, Curtis was getting more and more. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was like watching a dad and a son. It was like, and the dad's disappointed in the son, and the
Oh.
son's like,
Oh yeah, like shush.
that's what it felt like. Not saying that Sammy's immature. I'm just saying that's how it goes. And the girls/lads all-stars group chats. Like, have you got group chats since? And are they
Yeah,
messy
we've got
or
a boys
not
one. It's
messy?
not really that lively though.
I say yours is probably more messy than ours. We don't really speak in the girls one too much, but me, Grace, Catherine, and Elma have a little group chat.
Okay, cute.
Because we were quite close in there. So yeah, but it's not really messy. I think the boys probably is like
Yeah.
as they
We
are.
don't really talk unless the girls want to do something, and we go, and they go, yeah, no.
Okay then.
Well, that sounds quite boring, to be honest,
Yeah, it's
Ronnie.
boring.
You need to spice it up.
Yeah,
you need to
it's boring.
spice it up. The next segment is called the goodie bag, and normally, I mean, I have presents. I'll send them to you in the post. I got you guys presents, and then I had a bad sleep last night, and I forgot them. But I have got something
Okay.
to symbolise my love for you that I got out my bag. Bear with. You might have to close your eyes.
Can you close your eyes? Not put me hand out or something.
Wait, no, I'll just hold it out. Open your eyes. It's a pair of my size 10 wedges.
Nice.
And Harriet, I thought once I retire these, then you can wear them whenever you want. I think, what size
I
feet
love
are you?
them.
Like two.
I'm like a 2. What's that to you?
I'm on an outfit. Can we try them on?
Baby, you wore those last time in the TikTok.
And, babe, I've had these since the first time I ever met you.
I love them.
I've still got them now.
Yeah.
So we will be doing a TikTok.
Yes,
after
we
this.
will.
Just gonna put them pride of place there. What are your plans? Obviously, you've got holidays booked, bits like that. Have you got any plans like this year, or are you just taking it as it comes?
We're really busy. Obviously, together, there's a few things in store. There's been, for me, my side, a few interesting more TV shows.
Oh, that's good.
And then obviously a few things together in there. So things are looking really good. Really
I feel
good.
like we need like a Posh and Becks style podcast
Oh, I know.
in some way, shape or
We
form.
do.
And it's needed, and I'm just going to put that out into the universe and hope and pray with the management in the room and hope and
Are
pray
you listening?
that something happens. But so, yeah, just like some projects coming up, just taking it as it
Yeah,
comes.
and then also like there's just things we want to do, like obviously like holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
We've
like,
got a little list we're going through.
yeah, I've already
Cute.
made a little list.
Have you?
So yeah, we're ticking them off.
Oh,
It's going really well.
So cute.
So wholesome. Well, hopefully, I won't see you both on All Stars series forever.
No, never again.
Won't see us there.
Never again, never retired. Thank you both so much for coming on.
Thank you
I've
very much.
loved this, honestly.
Same.
Thank you.
I wanted you guys to win, but you're here now, yeah.
Yeah, still one.
Still one in my eyes. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone at home, for listening. Make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify, and we will see you next week. Love you loads. Bye. Woo.